New at 6, it's gone from bad to worse for a prominent Bonita Springs air conditioning company owner. Detectives raided Bruno Total Home Performance 5 months ago, and now Louis Bruno's landlord wants to evict him from his office building. But that's not the worst of it. Wake News investigative reporter Lauren Sweeney found a damaging new court document alleging multiple criminal acts at the company.
Well, Lois, a former Bruno employee admits he notarized signatures on documents without customers ever signing them in front of him. And according to a former customer, there's no doubt someone at the company actually forged her signature before it was notarized. Claims of shoddy work, forged signatures, and fraudulent financing contracts. And some former customers of Bruno Total Home Performance say those financing deals would have put them in outrageous debt.
It was like adding up to like $59,000 when all would be said and done.
After we spoke with Debbie Giordello in February, she filed a lawsuit against Bruno, alleging the company misused her signature to sign her up for financing. In March, another Bruno customer made a similar claim in a lawsuit. But it goes one step further. This customer says she has multiple sclerosis and doesn't even have the ability to sign her name. She claims the signature that ended up on a financing agreement is forged. And what's worse, that signature was later notarized by a Bruno employee.
It's a criminal act.
In court documents, the Bruno employee that stamped his notary seal to that contract actually admits he stamped the document without ever seeing the woman sign it.
The person who encourages a notary to do that participates in a criminal act.
Attorney Kevin JURSINKSKI specializes in contractor law. He said these new court filings against Bruno are really problematic.
It's a criminal act that goes ahead and perpetuates another criminal act, which is a forgery, which is really bad.
We still don't know exactly what the Florida Attorney General is investigating 5 months after detectives raided the business. Just that both criminal and civil investigations are ongoing. And to date, the AG's office has 213 complaints against Bruno since 2015.
You're saying you don't know anything about that?
Louis Bruno told me by phone he wasn't aware of anyone at his company illegally notarizing documents. Meantime, his attorneys are trying to get the lawsuits dismissed. Louis Bruno says if all of this ends with no criminal charges, he's going to work to aggressively clear his name.
You plan to be in business another 30 years. You think you're going to get through, this is going to be done and over with.
But in the meantime, he's got some other hurdles to jump through. His landlord filed to evict him from his Bonita Springs headquarters. He downplayed the eviction, claiming it's getting worked out. Instead, he wanted to get across how unfair he's been treated because investigators won't release the equipment they seized from his company, even though he hasn't been charged with a crime. The Attorney General's office won't say how soon their case will be wrapped up, so customers like Giordello continue to fight their battles with Bruno in civil court.
Here's a young man that could do so much good, and he did so much wrong.
Late last month, Bruno did get a favorable verdict on a 2016 case. A Collier family claimed Bruno installed an air conditioner wrong and it led to mold in their condo, but the jury didn't find anything wrong with the installation and didn't award any money to that family. Several other lawsuits are ongoing. Chris?
All right, Lauren, thank you.